Hey guys, Angela here. Welcome back. If you watched my last video, you may recall the kerfuffle, as my friend calls it, that I thought I had anyway, recording the video for making this journal cover. Long story short, I recorded a video making it, showing myself making it. I went to edit it. Some of it was missing. I decided that I would record an ending to that, and in that recording I went a step further and put the inside in the journal, only to realize upon going back to insert that clip into the original that the original was there all along. So obviously user error on my part, but anyway, I thought today we would start to make some pages for inside the journal, and I will explain what I mean when we get over there. So, I'll give you some light here. The journal is pretty big, right? It's 8 by 13, maybe a little bit, like 8.5 by 13. So we need some pretty large pages for it, even if we were going to use scrapbook pages. And I just grabbed this old one out to check it out. So it works. It's not perfect, but I think we can make it work. So what I really like to do though is use book page. It's my favorite thing to use. But we need, as I said, big pages. So I want to show you how I create these big pages that I can in turn bind into these big journals that I like to make. So because single sheets of book page tend to be a little too thin for my liking, I glue 2 sheets together. So that's what we'll start with. So all I'm going to use here are the pages, book pages that I want to use to put inside my journal, and some glue. And I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac because that's what I have sitting right here. And I am going to sew around them eventually. And then thinking about the mess that I usually make doing this, I probably should get another mat and put under here, and I think that I will. And I didn't do such a great job, it's kind of off, but I'm not going to worry about it. Too busy worrying about the mat. To worry about whether or not the pages were straight, but if you pull them out of the book together, they tend to, be laying right next to each other. And if you don't mess with them too much, they stay pretty straight. Better yet, if you glue them while they're still bound in the original book, that increases the likelihood that you can keep them nice and lined up. But it is a junk journal. These are just book pages. These happen to be from a book about flowers. So here is an example of what I was talking about when they are still bound together. This is going to drive me crazy. then you can just tear it off and let it dry. And then in this case, I have we'll do it like this. Canoeing the Adirondacks. Obviously this is from a travel book. I think the title was Off the Beaten Path, with suggestions for things to do in different areas of the country. Now we are going to use some algebra, and this is really thin paper. So I guess I should say, to create a signature, or both sides to put together, that's going to create the entire page for your signature, you need 4 sheets, obviously, right? 2 for one page and 2 for the other. That's probably, makes sense. But I thought I would mention it just in case. Looking at this algebra brings back really I don't know if you noticed what I did, but I put those 2 together. No worries. Yeah, math is not my thing. I heard somewhere I don't do math in public, and I kind of picked it up. But math, algebra, calculus, all those classes, not my favorites. I have 4 of those, right? Or, yeah. Once we're done with the algebra paper, we will go to some dictionary page, and I will trim this edge off after. It's a horrible noise. Sorry, guys. I have that, and I still managed to get gunk. Maybe this one won't be so bad. Okay. So there we have those. So for now we're done with the dictionary. Or this dictionary, I should say. We will take some from this one. covert world of spies. Okay? I'm being goofy. So, now we have, and I'm not quite sure how many signatures we'll end up putting in this journal because it doesn't have a really thick spine. So we'll kind of just go with it and see what we end up with. So we see how a 12 by 12 works. So I think, what are these? These are almost 12. So, and then we know 12 across isn't quite long enough. Let's see what is. What's 15? If we said 8.5, it's really not that. Talk about eyeballing it. So 13.5. Let's do that. So what I do is, actually let's go to, no, let's do 13.5. And then if we have to cut it, we can cut it. Thirteen and a half. I almost always have to come back and put more glue on here, but at least I get them together. So I said we were going to trim these. Let's use a paper trimmer. Probably the easiest and quickest way. And I'm really just concerned about getting this rough edge off. So that's all I'm going to trim off of these. And then we'll get them to 13. And you can play with how you know, if you want this to be on the outside or whatever. Do whatever you want, right? In fact, I'm going to do it this way. This will go around. Not straight. But it's okay. Algebra. Algebra to the rescue. Algebra for the win. 13.5. And travel book time. Obviously, I'm gonna have to put a lot more on that one. And this does, I mean, I will tell you, make the middles thick and sometimes difficult to work with, but we will deal with that when it comes time to deal with that. Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? No, that's not my philosophy. Don't repeat that. We just don't have to think about it right now. So, I live in Texas. I think I've told you guys before. And it's been a little colder here than usual. And I've been running the heater here in my office. And I had the mat sitting too close to it. And it warped it. So now it's all cattywampus, driving me crazy. But it's doing its job. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Let's give him some more glue. 5. And then I thought we would put just some scrapbook paper in here. So 6, 7, 8. And do something with this envelope. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what that looks like. So let's fold everything. I fold everything before I sew it. And we'll work as if we're just going to have one signature. And we're going to cut the tops of these a little bit. So what did we say? That we liked. So I think well, should we keep them 12? Decisions. What do you think? Let's stick it out. Let's take a quarter of an inch off. Let's do that. Just the tiniest little, actually, it's just, that's too much. Kind of an eccentric, I guess you would say, journal. So on these it's good to really burnish. And you'll see, you'll be able to feel what side feels like the better side to fold. Like one side feels like it's going to be more cooperative than the other. And that's the side that I fold. And I usually stuff mine so full that you really don't notice. And you'll see, because we'll do all that together. And so I'm going to do this one. Play with it a little bit before I fold it. Not too straight. Not too straight, not too shabby. Feels like this way is going to be the better way. Yes, using all this paper does add bulk to your journal, but it also gives your pages a little more oomph. They're a little sturdier. Going on here. And this envelope. And yes, I'm going to sew them. And I believe I have a page I would like to use. It is a collaged page. Or maybe one of these painted pages. Well, that might be fun. Or maybe we'll do both. Take of course you don't want to do it because the edges of this painted paper are so fun. But, oh. And then maybe for the color, oh, there was another one I already had. I don't know. Like I said, it's eclectic. It's definitely going to be a very... But it doesn't... No, change my mind. Let's see. If we need another page, we will put another page. And we will use this one. Probably, you know, put them in whatever. Feels right. Let's see. I think something like this. And this is going to be plenty for in here. So, let us see what if we need to cut any off. Maybe just a hair. We should go ahead and do that now instead of wait until I get all the nice stitches in there. So let's see. I don't want to use this. Let's use this one. And this matte. I think we'll go about right. Just cut the very Sorry, it's right. My head is right in the way. I actually moved the camera today. That is good enough for me. Oh yeah, awesome blossom. So we have cover, we have yet. We're going to put pockets here with matching material. I am going to sew all these pages. So the next time you see me, I'll have the pages sewn and the stuff ready to glue in the pockets. And we will go from there. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please like it. Give me some kind of feedback. I would be so appreciative. Subscribe and take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.